On the day in which he was betrayed, Jesus told his disciples to go to a certain man in the city with this message: "My appointed time is near. I will keep the Passover with my disciples at your house."
I am that man. My name is Larry, and last night he came to my house. It's next to a builder's yard on the south side. It has a big front room, and I got it ready for him. I had met him before. He had challenged me once about how much money I had, and how little of it I gave away. He taught me how to be generous. That's why I was keen to give him the room, to say, "It's all yours, Jesus." But what can I say now? Jesus, you told me to give away everything and take up my cross. Maybe if I had done that, maybe if all of us had done that, you wouldn't be strung up, crucified by people who find you too threatening. We all could have earned less and loved more, and I could have taken you more seriously. Because I stood back and did nothing, I helped you onto the cross, and I'm deeply, deeply sorry.
After his arrest at Gethsemane, Jesus was taken to the high priest's house. It was early in the morning. Peter followed at a distance, and then warmed himself at a fire in the courtyard. He was sitting there when a servant girl confronted him.
"I am that girl, and my name is Rachel. I work in the priest's house, so I know everything about everybody, and that's why I recognised Peter. I'd seen him with Jesus, but I'd never seen anything like what happened this morning. I arrived at my usual time, about 5 o'clock. I was going to start cleaning the main hall, but I couldn't get near it. The place was packed out. Everybody was shouting. It was like a madhouse. I couldn't say a thing. What can I say now? Jesus, you don't deserve any of this. The men who hit you and swore at you might call themselves religious, but they're just scum, a pack of liars, the lot of them. They were jealous of you because people listened to you, because you said that God loved the poor, because you let us see that God could smile and heal and even cry, while all they could do was criticise and condemn people. I wish I had spoken up this morning, Jesus. I wish I'd shouted that you were a good man. I wish I'd told them that you'd healed my little sister. I'm sorry, Jesus, that in the face of wicked men, I never put in a good word for you.
When Jesus appeared before Pilate, Pilate realised he was innocent. Because he was the governor, he had a custom at the Passover of releasing a prisoner who could be chosen by the crowd. But the chief priests and elders had infiltrated the crowd and persuaded them to ask for Barabbas so that Jesus would be put to death.
And I'm Barabbas, and I'm a free man, though by rights I should be hanging on a cross. Everybody knows me, and knows what I've done, and it's more than keeping pigeons near the railway line. I was up on a murder charge, and 2 of grievous bodily harm with intent to kill. I've mugged more people than Pilate's had hot breakfasts. So it was a great surprise to me to be sitting on death row and hear the chant going up, Barabbas, Barabbas, as if I was a film star. I walked past Jesus' cell on the way out. I never said anything then. What can I say now? Jesus, either you're off your head or they're off theirs. You'd done nothing wrong. I'd done nothing right. But they chose me. You came to the wrong place at the wrong time and your face didn't fit. That's why the big men went for you. They say that when you landed up in front of the governor, you never said a word. If that had been me, I'd have lied until I was blue in the face. But that's maybe because I had plenty to lie about. Well, now I've got something to be straight about. You've taken my place. I'm in your debt, and always will be.
The soldiers of the governor took Jesus to his residence. There they collected the whole company around him. They stripped him and dressed him in a scarlet cloak. They plaited a crown of thorns and put it on his head, and they placed a stick in his right hand. Then falling on their knees before him, they jeered at him and shouted, "Hail, King of the Jews!" And they spat on him, and they used sticks to beat him about the head. When they had finished mocking him, they stripped him of his cloak and dressed him in his own clothes. Then they led him away to be crucified. But on their way out, they met a man from Cyrene, Simon by name, and they compelled him to carry Jesus' cross.
I am Simon, I come from Cyrene, and I would not have been in Jerusalem today if it had not been for my business. I'm a traveller, and perhaps I would not have been asked to carry the cross if my colour was not so obvious. You, big guy, come here, they shouted. And what can a black man say in a crowd of white people? Jesus, I don't know what this is all about. I've never seen such degrading cruelty, and the reason is beyond my understanding. What did you do to make people hate you? What did you do to get hung from a cross? You never robbed a bank, you never mugged innocent people, you never raped women, swindled money, planned an armed struggle, or committed treason. Most people say you were a holy man. Some say you were God's son. If this is the case, why are religious people persecuting you?
When they reached the place called the Skull, they crucified him with 2 criminals, one on his left, the other on his right. Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing." The soldiers shared out his clothes by gambling for them. The people stood looking up. The rulers jeered at him. Then the soldiers joined in the mockery and came forward, offering him vinegar.
I'm the one who offered him the vinegar. My name's Cato. I just happened to be on execution duty. We all take our turn. None of us like it. You have to deal with women screaming, children bawling, and the odd drunk who wants to challenge the victim to a fight. Today was really unusual. A lot of people just kept quiet. The people who made the most noise were the priests and elders. It was the important people, those who normally keep back from executions, who were shouting abuse. And I have to admit that I was tempted to join in, just in case they thought I was on his side. What can I say now? Jesus, I was only doing my job. I know you've been framed. I know you shouldn't be up there, but I can't take you down. I'm not my own boss. Yet this is a lame excuse. I wonder how many other people won't help you, won't speak up for you, let the worst happen to you, and then say, it's not my fault, it's got nothing to do with me, I was only doing my job.
Near the cross on which Jesus hung, his mother was standing, with his sister and another woman. Jesus saw his mother, and he saw the disciple that he loved standing near her. He said to his mother, "Mother, there is your son." And he said to his disciple, "There is your mother."
And I am his mother, I am Mary. When he was a baby, an old man told me that one day sorrow would pierce my heart like a sword. This is that day, and my heart breaks as I watch him who put others before himself being put to death before all the others. What can I say? Jesus, when you were a boy, you once told me you had to be about your Father's business. If this is your Father's business and it has led you to the cross, may it soon be finished. And may God, who put you into my hands, now take you into his.
After all the mocking, all the torture, all the pain, and in front of those who watched from the crowd, Jesus said, "It is finished." Then he bowed his head and gave up the spirit.
You gave us life. place.